What's going on, AWGFAM? Welcome back to the channel. So, today, we got some heavy-duty country. And I've been meaning to get to this. Weather's been super shitty up here lately. Fucking got 2 goddamn feet of snow the other day. So, and it rains in my house just as much as it rains outside my house. That's where we're at. So, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this. Oh, so fun video we have coming up. This is Black Rifle Coffee. I'm calling you out. Evan Hafer and Matt Best. I love Matt. I'm still getting to know Evan, but I've known Matt for years. So I know about the controversy. Trust me, it's just like everything else political at this point. Everything's got to be a fucking political goddamn point. So let's see what he's got to say. And oh, by the way, if you guys want to donate, there's 3 ways to do it. Check the description. It's in there.
What's up, y'all? I'm about to go get a hog with some buddies of mine. It's kind of a tradition that we have the morning after Thanksgiving. But before we start, my merch is discounted for Thanksgiving. We've got a bunch of new designs that y'all have been asking for. And if you don't really like anything, get something for your big sister. Put in a good word for me. The discount code is below the video. Well, I never thought in a million years that I would ever be calling out Black Rifle Coffee Company, because I supported and promoted the hell out of them before all this crap came out. But you know, 2020 has just been full of surprises, so nothing surprises me at this point. Do y'all remember when Grandmaster Jay and the NFAC made that video where they said they were gonna come and take Texas? And I made that response video to them. You know, if you're actually gonna come out here, why don't you start in San Antonio where Matt Best and all the Black Rifle Coffee Company people are. See how you do up against them before you try to take the rest of Texas on. I wonder how many of the 2.2 million people who viewed that video bought Black Rifle Coffee Company coffee because of it. If you did buy their coffee because of that video, I want to honestly say that I apologize for helping you waste your money, but I was just in the dark as you were. So I'm calling out Black Rifle Coffee Company. Why? Because 75 million people who didn't donate to Democratic candidates just got shafted on this election because Biden might get into the White House. A company that I've been supporting and promoting is giving money to Democratic candidates who are trying to get rid of guns. That's why. Y'all think it was personal for me when Grandmaster Jay and NFAC said they were going to come and take Texas? No, Black Rifle Coffee Company has already moved to Texas. They've already opened up stores in our great state, all while deceiving and manipulating every veteran, active duty, and patriotic American in this nation. So yeah, that video to Grandmaster Jay and the NFAC is gonna look like a walk in the park compared to this. But like my last video on Black Rifle Coffee Company, I'm gonna be fair. I don't believe in giving companies bad names based off of rumors. So in this video, I'm not gonna be feeding into the unknown or the unvalidated rumors out there, because if I do, I'm no better than the left at that point. The stuff I'm calling Black Rifle Coffee Company out on has been 100% verified and is 100% factual. First off, for Evan Hafer, one of the owners of Black Rifle Coffee Company, your tactics, intelligence, counterintelligence, and overall response to this situation has been worse than a blizzard in July. You go on some show with Dana Loesch, or however you say her name.
When that Obama $500, there's a Obama $500 contribution there, I lost a bet.
And you say that you donated to Obama because of a bet. I'm sorry, but as a two-way veteran supporting company, how is that even a thought in y'all's brains? I would slap my buddy.
I'm gonna stop it right here, because this is where I knew we were gonna get into this. I knew we were gonna get into this shit. So I understand where he is coming from on this. I understand where Evan is coming from on this. A lot of people would sit here and say, that's a fucked up thing to do, man. Welcome to the military. We get each other to do some fucked up ass shit. Look, that is actually a bet that I even put on the table at one point. I'm telling you guys, I understand where people are coming from on this. I get it. I do. I understand that it upsets you. It doesn't upset me that much because here's how I look at it. It probably was a fucking joke. I'm going to tell you this from the standpoint of somebody who served during the Obama administration. Not many people liked him, especially who were serving under his regime. Not a lot of us got along with his politics and the way he did shit. So I'm telling you now, I highly doubt he was backing somebody who would want to take our guns. This is coming from an operator. This is somebody who's worked with agencies that are to be unnamed. Look, the guy... we play fucked up jokes, man. Like, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. And he's sitting here saying it's a joke. I really want to give him the benefit of the doubt because, dude, we play fucked up jokes with each other. Like, that's the kind of fucked up games that we play. We fuck around like that. I mean, there were times where it was like, shut the fuck up. I'll make sure that you donate to Obama. Yeah, motherfucker, what's up? Like, that's the kind of dumb shit we were doing then. And I'm sure he did not agree with his policies, his tactics, and the way he did shit. I can damn near guarantee that shit. So for me, I look at it, I know people are saying that there's more to it and this and that, and honestly, I don't know. It's not my personal business. And really, to me, it seems more like a joke. Like, I know to others, they're going to take it more seriously. I personally don't really care. They support the veteran community, and that's good enough for me. They have... And here, just on the flip side of this, I agree, the first statement that came out was fucking awful. Evan, what the fuck, man? There needed to be way more thought into that. There needed to be way more thought into the interview that was given. There needed to be, that needed to be fucking concrete shit. And 2 times it was a letdown on actually addressing this. And but I love the guys at Black Rifle. I love them to death. They do some great shit. They help veterans massively. They have 400 people employed, and that's the next thing I want to hit on. They have 400 employees. What, you think that the mainstream media wasn't going to come after them when Kyle Rittenhouse was wearing a Black Rifle coffee shirt? I'm just saying. I'm not sitting here defending what was said by any means. But think about your position when you have 400 lives that count on you and your business being successful to feed their families. I don't want to put those families out just so that I can have my stance. I get where they're coming from. I agree, let's make a stand. But when they start talking about taking away every avenue you have for distribution, hello? That's millions. That's people who are going hungry now. You can't just keep funding the people who work for you while you're not making any income. So I understand where that comes from too. Like, that's what I'm thinking about, and that's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about the families who need that income to survive. So, I mean, that's big deal shit. It's huge. So, I mean, this is where I'm coming from on this subject. This is what I'm thinking about when I hear about all this stuff, and when I see all this stuff going on. This is what I'm thinking about. So, I want to say don't be too hard on these guys, but at the same time, like, you got to be careful with the way that you put out information. Like, you can't be careless about it. And that's really the big thing here is it could have all been put out there in a much different light and a much different way, and I think it would have gone a lot better. There needed to be more care and more time put into the original post and the interview that came after. That there just wasn't enough context to it. So I think that's where the big failure happened, and that's kind of my take right now on it. But let's keep going and see we'll see what Heavy Duty Country's got to say.
Give him a bottle of whiskey and tell him to drink until he puked out all the liberal in him if he ever brought up a bet like that. I'm not buying it, and no one else is. Good cover story, though, on your podcast, but I'm not buying it. And this is where it gets sad.
And the guys on my team said, we're going to sit here and watch you donate. But you can see the McCain offsets in there. So it was a joke. I've talked about it on my podcast for years.
On our show, you try to cover up your donation to Obama by saying that you donated to John McCain, so it was a wash. You didn't think to look back and see how much you actually donated? It's on a government website. You donated $400 to McCain and $500 to Obama. That's plus 100 for Obama. So clearly that cover story is a gigantic lie.
Okay, look, I love Heavy Duty Country, but I don't agree with him on this. I don't. Look at that. It's a fucked up joke. Welcome to the military. That's really how I'm looking at it. It's a fucked up joke. Welcome to the humor of the military. We are fucked up as hell when it comes to jokes. So yeah, you're right. That's a fucked up joke that we make. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, this is a bet that we even threw on the table when I was in. And yes, we will sit there and watch you make the fucking donation because you're not gonna fucking lie. You're not gonna get away with not doing it. You lost the fucking bet. And okay, so he was 100 off on his donations to balance everything out. Honestly, I don't fucking care. It's $100 fucking dollars towards Obama when he had corporations giving him millions. It's $100. That's how I look at it. And I know some people are not going to be happy with my take on it, but I really don't care. It's not. A lot of this is one of those. It's none of my fucking business type deals. So they can say what they want. I see what they do for my community personally. Look, if you're not a vet, and I'm not sitting here hating on you, look, I see what they've done for the veteran community, and that's not going to change my opinion. Like, my opinion on them is they're good guys, they have great hearts, and they want to take care of the veteran community. And to me, that'll always be one of the top tier things out there. And, like I said, people are not going to agree with what I have to say, which I don't really care. You know, this is just how I feel about it. You know, I think that really, when it comes down to it, they're really good-hearted guys. I watch Free Range. I've been watching Free Range American solidly for probably 4 months now, like 4 or 5 months. So it's when I'm sitting there watching them and their interviews, that is genuinely who they are. And I really don't think there's any reason to take this any farther than it's a fucking joke. But let me keep going.
A terrible attempt at covering it up. You made a statement that said that you do not support any legal advocacy and that you do not have a relationship with the 17-year-old facing charges. If I didn't know any better before all this, I figured y'all would have his face plastered all over your shops. What, you're telling me that you've been so busy using your coffee cans as butt plugs that you haven't seen him on the news? I'm gonna separate the facts from opinions really quick. This is an opinion of mine. What I think what happened is y'all got a ton of hate and probably threats from the left. So y'all just conceded to him and said, oh no, we have no relationship with him. We don't want anything to do with this. If that's the case, it's weak. Okay, back to the facts. And then you go back to Instagram and want to bitch about cancel culture instead of just taking accountability for your crap. Let me tell you what cancel culture is, because clearly you have no idea what it is. In this world, and as a proud American, when you make a mistake, you own up to it and you are accountable to it, or if it gets out, other people will keep you accountable to it. Evan, let me use you as an example right now. People were calling you out on Instagram all day long when you posted that weak little explanation of the Kyle Rittenhouse picture. You responded to one of the people who commented about your donation to Tulsi Gabbard and said, and I quote, "Never happened, photoshopped." Which was clearly a lie, because everyone and their mom can go on the government election website and look it up. So you got caught, and then you changed your story. And I quote again, I gave Tulsi 500 for holding the Clintons to task. So what? She was the only Dem to do so. That's a blatant lie. And the reason why y'all are getting so much fire right now is because people are done being manipulated. That's a big difference between cancel culture. So stop playing that card. It's weak. I would expect it from the left, not y'all, but apparently y'all might be a part of the left. So let me end with some advice, honestly, because I believe that y'all have done a lot for the military and y'all have gave a lot back. But you see, when you're a 2A company and when you're a patriotic company, there's no half patriotic and half liberal. There's none of that. If you wanted to save your business, you should have just came out and been honest. I wrote you a little script on what your statement should have sounded like. Something like, yeah, we were using our pull in the 2A community to drive sales, and we conceded to the left when they gave us a hard time about the picture, and that we did some stupid stuff on the left because we had the green money shades on, but we are sorry. We still support our military and veterans, and it won't happen again. I can guarantee you that if you would have came out with that, yeah, you probably still would have lost half your customers, but the other half, who respects honor, who respects accountability, who respects the truth, would have been like, okay, I can respect that. But nope, you want to sit, you want to hide, you want to block people on Twitter for calling you out about any of this stuff, and you're probably thinking that this is just gonna blow over, but nope. This came out at the worst time it possibly could have, because every person on the right is completely pissed off out of their mind because of the election crap that's going on right now. Y'all had a great thing going. I was one of your biggest supporters. I promoted you personally, but this stuff is sick and twisted, and to me it's wrong. You still have time to come out with the statement saying that, yeah, we actually were on the left for a little bit, but we made a mistake and we're gonna move forward. But your time's ticking the way social media is nowadays. But if you wanna sit and stay quiet and not own up to any of it, I have one last thing to say. Do us all a favor in Texas. Pack your stores up and move to liberal fairyland, because we have enough liberals as it is moving here trying to turn this state blue than we can handle right now. And for those of you who are all starstruck by these guys and are like, oh man, they're so cool, I still support them. Fine, that's your choice. But do us a favor too. Pack up with them and move out with them, because real Americans are done with the manipulation of the left. I'd appreciate it a lot.
2020 sucks. Man, ain't that true? Yeah.
All right, like I said, I don't completely agree with him. I really don't. I love this dude to death, but this is one of those things that we will disagree on. I don't dislike these guys. I do believe that it was a joke. I don't know what else to say other than we make some fucked up ass jokes in the military. And we follow through on our fucking bets. For sure. Follow through on our bets. We will sit there and hold your motherfucking hand through a bet. Because we want to make sure that you have integrity. And then you're gonna do what you fucking said you were gonna do. You get held accountable. You made a bet, you lost that bet, you're gonna be held accountable for losing that bet. Well, and me personally, I don't hate Tulsi Gabbard either, so that shit doesn't fucking bother me. I think that it's always good to have a vet out there who's speaking truth. And she's been very vocal about wanting honesty and truth. So, I don't think that she's a terrible person. I think that she is one of the few trying to change shit. But, who the fuck am I to say it? I mean, it's your fucking opinion, not mine. So, me personally, I'm going to support the guys. And if that means I need to move to liberal world, then I'm pretty fucking close to it. So, I don't fucking care. I really don't. And it doesn't bother me in the slightest bit. Like I've said, it's none of my fucking business. That's not my business. Those are not my words. So really, when it boils down to it, I'm not even fucking worried about it. I'm really not. But I know there's a follow-on to this, so I'm gonna have to check out and see what was said back to him, but that'll be in the next video. So, guys, let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Love you, AWGFAM, and my XMCFAM. I'm out.